Okay, Leo, this is going to be a general reading for you guys for this upcoming week. And I am going to start off with my Chinese fortune cookie oracle here. Twists and turns. Okay. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all the upheaval. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Okay, and I'm using a new deck this week, so... Alright, I might look at the cards, I might pause a little more because of the new cards. But, alright, for Leo, for this upcoming week... And at the end, if you guys like this, if you want to give it a like, that would be cool. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would really appreciate that. And you guys probably know, especially if you watch my channel, that every sign has a power color. And yours is orange. Okay. So there are fire signs, water, earth, and air. The sign that stands out the most is Virgo. And I'm just looking at the cards here for a minute. So you have a couple ones here. And number one is all about new beginnings. So it looks like there's a... I'm just looking at the cards here, and it looks like maybe looks like you're... I don't want to say like having a lot of emotions or going to have a lot of emotions, but I think there's emotions here and action. So basically there's water and fire here. Okay. So you start off here with the 3 of Wands. So that's about having initial success. So successful first steps. And it says to keep on planning, keep moving forward. Also, it's kind of like make a choice on which direction to go. You might be trying to also figure out which direction to go. And it just says make a choice on which direction that you want to go. But it does show that you've prepared yourself. So you can step out into the world, or you're prepared. Can also indicate, by the way, foreign lands. So, or places far away. So I don't know if you're planning on going somewhere that's far away, or maybe a foreign land, but it's there for some. Next up, you have the Hermit. And with the Hermit, that's about self-discovery and inner wisdom and solitude. I don't know if you need a break or if you're taking a break, but looks like just taking some time out for yourself. But the card also suggests maybe to become a little more independent and make your own way. And if there's somebody that you need to speak to, also I don't know if this, because some of you could be in your head a little bit too much. Maybe need to speak to somebody, like somebody you think is wise. That's just for a few of you. But I did say feelings, so you could be in your feelings or in your head a little bit much lately. But yeah, maybe if you take some time to yourself, you can figure these things out. Okay, next up here is the Queen of Cups. So with the Queen here, this shows that you have emotional intelligence and psychic abilities. And which I always say, I believe everybody has psychic abilities, just some tune into it more or are more interested in learning how to tune into it more. But yeah, I believe everybody has the same ability. Maybe some have a little bit more, I don't know. Anyways, the card is about trusting your intuition, and it shows that life is maybe, I don't know if right now is like trying to make you prioritize things, or if it's life has been that way for you, but it shows that you've converted challenges into positive growing pains. It does show that you're sensitive to the needs of others and that you're very loving and compassionate. Next up you have is the Ace of Pentacles. So that is a card of good fortune. It can be an exciting career opportunity for some of you, maybe a lucrative contract. For others of you, it can be a new home or vehicle. But it can also be a windfall of abundance for a couple of you. But the card is also a promise that a better way of life is possible. Next here you have the Ace of Swords. And that is a card of victory. And it's mental clarity, it's triumph over difficulties, it's progress. And shows that it looks like this is in your near future, so it shows that time to focus on new opportunities soon. And looks like maybe, I don't know, some of you are going through a challenging time right now, or if you've been going through it for a while, but it shows that some of you may either, like I said, have had a challenging beginning, or you're going through some challenges. But the card is triumph over difficulties. And it's a lot of potential for action. So next here you have the Ten of Wands. And that can be, it's about working too hard or too many hours and feeling overburdened or under pressure. And the working, it could be on a job, or it can be in a relationship. Maybe you feel like you're working too hard on things. Maybe it's just getting too hard. Or it can be, again, with work, or it can be with a project. But just be careful, because sometimes, people can get some health issues from stress. If you're working too hard or putting in too much effort into something, it can cause stress. So just try to find some balance. Next up here is the Page of Cups. So this is about new romantic encounters. It can indicate somebody a little sensitive, a little moody, maybe even a little younger than you, but it's generally good news about a relationship. And again, it shows Harley being that you're pretty intuitive. Some people seek you out for advice, it looks like. And this could also be, if you're not looking for something, you know, some people might say, I'm not looking for new romantic encounters. Sometimes it can be if you're with somebody that it's kind of like it becomes new again type thing, or something is overcome and happiness. So if you're with somebody, sometimes that happens. And if you're not, it is about usually somebody that's new coming around. But again, it does indicate, it talks about somebody who's a little sensitive, a little moody. Next here, you have the Five of Wands. So that shows there might be some conflicts going on, or maybe differences of opinions, but it does say just, you don't want to, and maybe that's where the stress is coming from, I'm not sure here, but if there's all that, it just says to walk away from things that, you know, if you can. Easier said than done sometimes. But, or maybe try a different way of presenting things. Like if you have ideas, try a different way of presenting your ideas. So it could be just some setbacks or power struggles, or just some conflicts. Next, you have the Four of Cups. So that shows that either you feel like there's been some missed opportunities, or maybe you're missing the point on something. But the card says to wake up. You know, I don't know, there's distractions. Some of you maybe you're distracted by something or missing the point. But some of you might have some fears and doubt or insecurities going on. But it does say stubbornness can keep you from right timing. And can keep you from doing the right thing, stubbornness. And don't let, if any of you have any kind of self-doubt, don't let any self-doubt overtake you. Okay, so at the end of these readings this week, I am pulling an extra oracle card. And let's see here. Oops. Oh. So this card that popped out, I'm going to take, but I'm going to pull more because it's not the one I chose. But it looks like something chose it. All right. So you get two of them. So the one that popped out says, look at the bigger picture. And the one that I pulled out says, conclusions are within reach. Okay. All right, you guys. Again, if you like this reading, if you want to give it a like, I would appreciate that. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, I would also appreciate that. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot.